Hey fellow Star Citizens, Scrapchat here. This is going to be a very short episode about how to fix the whole multiple ship debacle that a lot of us seem to be experiencing. If you find this content useful, please make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. Okay, let's get started. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. Let me get over here to the vehicle retrieval system. Alright, here we go. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. For instance, I only owned one Buccaneer before 3.17, and now I own 7. So why is this a problem? Because one of them is configured the way I want with upgraded components. The other 6 are stock. When I try to choose my upgraded buck, I need to go into my mobiGlas and try to figure out which one is the upgraded buck among all the others, and where it will show up in the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Let's just say it leads to a lot of confusion on my part and a lot of wasted time, since I have to return from the hangar and store the wrong buck and try to figure out which one is the one I meant to get. I applied my solution to this problem to my Crusader C2 Hercules Starlifters. I actually do own 3, mostly because I'm too lazy to run down to the TDD after every run. So instead I run down there after the 3rd cargo run, saving me about 10 minutes per run and the monotony of taking the train to the TDD. I also upgraded 3 of the quantum drives on these 3 that I actually own to be TS-2 drives, making it important that I know which are my C2s and which ones are gifted to me by CIG after 3.17. So my solution is to do this. Fly each ship that I don't want to a location that I don't frequent often. In this case it was her L1, since it's close to Hurston, where I do most of my cargo runs. After I check in the C2 that I didn't want to begin with at her L1, I kill myself, bring me back to Hurston, where I wake up and I don't even bother changing out of my gown. I run down to the spaceport, install it over with the next C2 I don't want to use. After doing that several times, I ended up with this listing. Let me scroll up here. There we go. With this listing at Hurston, while not perfect, it's much easier. It's a lot easier to understand. Even if one of my C2s is destroyed or lost somehow, it won't be listed as being stored at her L1. So I'll know it's one of my C2s and not one of the duplicates. So you can see my actual C2s are down here towards the bottom. It's 5, 6, and 7 because they're stored at Laurelville, or at least they're not stored at her L1. So as long as I don't claim these up here, they'll just stay there, and I'll know that these are my 3 that I want to play with. So if they get rearranged in the list, if number 5 becomes suddenly number 3, that's okay, because it won't be stored at her L1. Like I said, this was going to be a short video. I just thought I'd pass this idea along. For those of you suffering from the same issues I'm having and dealing with all those extra unwanted ships. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.